Hello guys and welcome to Sbudamor Online, the home of in-house service. At Sbudamor Online, we specialize with in-house service in regards to online applications. We do online applications for admission to tertiary institutions that has an online application system. We do NSFAS applications, NBT bookings, and Funza Lushaga Bursary, as well as Tivanga, which is a metric rewrite. All those applications, we're doing them online as an in-house service, which means we do them for you. Our aim is nothing but to ensure that technology is not a stumbling block, which is why we do the in-house services. So we furthermore have the encouragement program, which is a program where we encourage students to work towards 28 APS, which we know very well it will open a lot of channels, or rather a lot of options for you. Now, the best way to get, or rather to obtain that 28 APS is to get your home language with a level 7 and the first additional language with at least level 5. Knowing that contents are more difficult compared to languages. That is why we say, or we advise you to at least aim for level 4 and above to contents, and aim more higher when it comes to languages. And also keep in mind that life orientation, most institutions don't count it, don't consider it when calculating the admission point score, which is the APS. Now, why are we saying you should come to us and let us do the application for you? Simply because we know what is required, we know what is mandatory, we know all the steps in regards to online application. Basically, we will give you the rest of the information that we'll need throughout the process, starting with the closing date, the standard selection procedure in regards to the admission point score, as well as the required documentation. Some of the things we do them free for you, like opening an account and checking it, an email account, as well as checking for correspondence or rather communications from institution. Those are some of the things that we do for free for you. And then moving forward, we are aware that some institution requires admission fee. Now, this admission fee is required to some, not all institutions. For instance, take a look at University of Limpopo. If you do an online application, you don't pay an admission fee. But with the University of Pretoria, even if you do an online application, you still have to pay the admission fee. So what we do is that we download the prospectus and check that. When you come to our working premises, we're going to show you the prospectus and tell you that this institution requires that you pay the admission fee as part of your application to it, and then some institutions don't require it. So we downloading those prospectus. Then as you come, you're just gonna say, okay, which institution that you want to apply for. Then we're gonna show you, including the bank details, which are always actually there on the prospectus, which you're gonna be using to pay this admission fee. Now let's take a look at the required documentation. For admission, what you need, it's a final grade 11 result or final grade 12, as well as the certified ID copy. Those two are the basics. And then the indemnity, it's signed online mostly. As for the admission fee, we just talked about it in regards to admission. For NSFAS, these are the requirements, the required documents, but they might change. They might make some mandatory as time goes, because the pay slip, for instance, it is a required documentation, but if your parents are unemployed, it's not required, it's fine. So as the years goes, we check the system and see what is required by that year, and then required by the system on that day, and then we'll take it from there and assist you in that regard. And then for questions, use our details. You can rather send us a Facebook message or maybe a WhatsApp, even a call. We will give you the information that we have. The information that we don't have will surely refer you to the institution, not elsewhere. We're going to refer you to where we know you're going to get the relevant and correct, valid information than to refer you elsewhere. So we're going to be giving you information on what we know and assist you according to our expertise. Anything beyond our expertise, we're going to refer you, and surely your applications will be complete. But most important thing in regards to application is that you meet the requirements. In that regard, everything will go smooth.